how to gain back time and really get rid of your addictions, because this is one more thing that like really prevents people from really becoming their true version, right? Because I hear people all the time telling me, Rohan, I don't have time, I just don't have the time. I really want to do that, but I just don't have the time. So let me fix that problem for you as well. The first thing is you need to actually do a dopamine detox, right? So this means you have to really limit your distractions, because social media is really killing you. And the way to gain back time is to reduce your screen time, okay? And reduce your time from addiction. So one thing you can do is download this plugin called as Facebook Newsfeed Remover, right? It's gonna like, whenever you're gonna log into Facebook, it's going to show you like a blank screen. Now honestly, like if you can just delete Facebook altogether, but for some of you, I get it that you have to run a business, so do that. Similarly for YouTube, like here's a free tool, it'll just like do that. And then use this tool, like again, you can click on these links and you can go to these websites and you'll be able to actually save a lot of time. Close all the other tabs open on your browsers, right? If possible, delete all social media apps on your phone. If possible, cancel your TV subscription. Stop or limit drinking alcohol. If you cook yourself, try to get a chef or some sort of meal delivery service, or just bulk prepare. If you drive, get an Uber and work while you're in Uber. If you sleep on time and wake up on time every day, you will actually gain back a lot of your life again. So please note that later on in the video series, we will show you how to use social media to get clients. However, remember that you must use it as a tool, not as a means of being addicted to it, okay? Another thing you can do is put your phone on airplane mode. Like I probably can't even find my phone. Let me look at it right now. I don't think you can see it, but it's on airplane mode. Nobody can contact me. And most of the times it's just lying in a drawer, especially when I'm working. Okay. The other thing is you can track your time, which is a very, very important exercise that I would highly recommend that you do. So just get a notebook or a journal, right? And before going to bed, set an alarm for every hour the next day. Example, you set you could set your first alarm at 6 a.m. if that's when you wake up, and second one at 7 a.m. and then at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So basically intervals of 1 hour. As soon as the alarm rings, just write down what were you doing in that given moment and create buckets of each activity. So example, if at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. you decide to take time off and watch television, and you did the same at 9 to 10 p.m., mark the same as bucket 1. Watching television for 2 hours, and do this exercise for 7 days, and you will basically know the buckets where your time is going. Probably you will realize that you spend a lot of time doing activities which were not serving you and was just causing you more harm than good. And it's very tough to just kill those activities and get rid of them, because a lot of people would do that. They would realize I have so much time, but I just waste it. But then they won't do anything about it, because their old character, this is why I'm telling you about the vision map first, your old character will try to get you to submit and continue to waste your time on all these BS activities. It's only when you learn how to control this character and really work on eliminating all these low value activities and time sucking activities which are basically not helping you, that is the only time when you will truly make progress. So identify which bucket is taking away most of your time, which activity is value based, which makes you achieve your goals at a much more effective rate, and which one is non-value generating activity, which is basically wasting your time. And then remove, automate, or delegate activities which are basically not fruitful. And if you don't sacrifice these, then basically your life will be sacrificed and your goals will be sacrificed, and then you'll always remain unhappy. So one example could be, let's say you spend 15 hours a week driving a car. Stop using it. Maybe get Uber, because with the time you'll save, you'll start a business that earn you more money to pay for that Uber bills a lot more time. And if you spend a lot of time like cooking food, maybe get a housekeeper who could help you out with the same. Maybe for 5,000 rupees a month, 10,000 rupees a month, I'm sure that you could, like, if you gain back all that time you spend on cooking and you start focusing on things that can actually make you money, it's going to like be totally worth it. Like you'll be able to make that 10,000 rupees in an hour, provided you learn how to do a sales call properly, which I'll show you how to do that in a bit. So allocate set hours on your calendar and do this, right? So if you use a calendar, that's great. If not, just like go get like a Google Calendar, right? And basically organize your time and your life, right? Like for example, write down what time you will sleep, what time you will do what activity. For instance, how my calendar used to look like back in the days, where I had everything mapped out, right? So I would have my sleep timing, of course, and then I would have my morning routine and how I would go about doing that, my beginning of the day activities, and basically any meetings that I had. And literally, this is how I used to run my life. And I still do till date. It's just that I have a lot more free time in my calendar thanks to my awesome team. Start, putting blocks. So for instance, right, I just removed this block, but let's say that, I want to like sleep at 11 p.m. Sorry, right? So I'm just going to do like a block from 11 p.m. to, let's say, 6 a.m. because that's when I want to wake up. And then I could just put this as repeat daily, save, and boom, now my sleep is sorted, right? And then I wake up at 7 a.m., let's say, and get down with this. I have operational work, middle of the day work, etc., etc. I even have time for socializing, right? And a lot of people think that, oh my god, my freedom will be taken away if I like try to do all this stuff. But the fact is, by being more organized, you actually gain back your freedom rather than it going away, right? And the next thing I would highly recommend you start doing is get a journal and start planning your day the night before. So if you don't exactly know what exactly you'll be doing the next day, your time will go fast and you just won't realize what just happened. Therefore, it's a good idea to write down your goals for the next day. And this is sort of the format that I use till date. For example, you could write the date, your core goals for the day, things you are grateful for, because it's not a good idea to always keep chasing the things, right? And then how exactly do you plan on doing what? And then what did I learn today? And then, of course, this will be custom to you, so I won't go into the nuance of the same. If you think by following a routine, you're losing freedom, the fact is that by having discipline, you are gaining the ability to do what you want every single day. Otherwise, your life will be nothing but just chaos, right? And then I also want you to think long term. Often you will face situations where you will have to make decisions that might give you that instant gratification in the short term, but would be bad for you in the long term. Don't do it, right? Like, don't submit to this impulse. And then plan your goals, right? Without having concrete goals, you will be flying blind. Therefore, it's important to know what we are aiming for, understand what it takes to achieve the target, and then tracking our daily activities. So I'm also giving you access to this spreadsheet, right, that you can literally utilize. And this is how this spreadsheet will look like. And I'll talk more about this raw math towards achieving your goals in a bit, but you would see that there's a section in this spreadsheet that you can access by clicking on file, make a copy, and then you can start using the same. And in this section, you can see that I want you to track your wake up time every single day. I want you to track out if you're being healthy, you're taking care of your workout. What time do you start work every day? Did you do the action that I've given you in these video series today or not? How many videos did you complete that I've taught you today, right? What time did your work end? Did you journal today or not? And what was your productivity score on a scale of 1 to 10? What time did you go to bed? And basically, did you have any learnings from today? Now, if you do this for the next 30 days, look how your life changes.